biz, the biz, the biz.
All right. Welcome.
Hey, y'all.
Yes. We just wanted to give you a little insight of what we got going on here.
Yes, quick breakdown of what's the biz and what we're all about.
Yes.
And just basically, we're spotlighting local businesses. We're here to inspire the entrepreneur, the intrapreneur, the ones that want to start something but don't know where to go, don't know where to start. And so basically we'll be highlighting, like I said, local businesses, and by doing walkthroughs of these businesses, interviewing these business owners or general managers, all things business. So when you think of business, think of what's the biz. Just kidding.
Son, I'm just going to tell you this one time.
Oh, my bad. I had to throw that in there.
Only few would know what that's about right there.
Right.
You know?
I mean, if you don't know, we can't be friends. If you don't know where that came from. But anyway, just basically it's Monday morning inspiration. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but this one's huge for me. It's Empower Hour. I'm definitely big. If you follow me on social media, you'll see my women empowerment. I am all about women empowerment. And so what I wanted to do, I teamed up here with the CEO and founder of Nuclear Vision over here, my cousin, Jay Graham. And I wanted to get we both wanted to get this podcast going. And so this is one of the things that's under the umbrella of What's the Biz? And it's basically going to surround Monday Motivation and Power Hour. And this is where you'll come and listen and get that motivation that you need, that inspiration that you need to start your day, to start your week. And it's not going to be for an entire hour. Sorry, that was a little tongue twister there. But what it'll do is just, I'll share a quote with you guys. We'll talk about it a little bit. And I really just want to help you get your Monday morning started so you can have a great week. That's motivation is definitely what we all need, and we need to feed off of each other.
Yes, definitely. It's about community, guys. We all need it. We all get down sometimes, but to have a group of people to be able to share that to start the week off. A lot of people dread Mondays, but let's make it exciting. Let's find a new spark in whatever venture you're going into. We cover all bases. It's not just about the entrepreneurs. It's about the intrapreneurs. It's about, finding meaning with life and all that, but it all ties in with business. So we just want to open that conversation up, see what, a lot of these business owners and people see how their mind works and how they got there, and really bridge this gap, man. We have a gap here in Tulare County, and I think that it's just a miscommunication, and we all want the same thing, and so we started this to start the conversation, and bringing some insight from from leaders, also leaders too. We didn't mention that, community leaders also. So most everybody's welcome,
Everybody's welcome.
Yes.
And which reminds me of our book club coming up too. What's the Biz is hosting a book club. And the first book that we're going to talk about is Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah.
We don't have a set date yet, but it's coming soon. Again, if you don't have Rich Dad, Poor Dad, get the book and come join us, because it is going to be a grand time, a time of getting together and fellowshipping and hanging out and feeding off of one another, learning off of one another. I mean, the good quote is, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So, yep, you always want to inspire. That's why we're here, to inspire each other.
And there's no excuse, man. If you can't afford the $7 for the book, you can watch it free on YouTube.
There you go.
You got audio books too. So there's all kind of resources out there. We just want to spark that in your mind to know, because sometimes simple things we may not know, and you might know something I don't know. We're going to feed off of each other and build something special out here in the Central Valley. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Something for our kids.
What else did we have going on? It was the business mixers that we mentioned that already, and the events. We're going to do quarterly events. We're going to have guest speakers and stuff like that for that. Those are going to be big.
So we have an entire guest list of people that you may be familiar with, but these are people that have actually done the work. They have done the work. and they have put things together. They have businesses out there. Some of us utilize their businesses,
Right.
but I mean, we have a list going already, guys, and these are people that we know and people that we love.
Yes.
And they're going to come and join us. So this in-person business happy hour mixer that we have going on, we don't have a date for it yet, but this is something that we're putting into play. We'll have guests coming and they're just going to speak and they're going to share their knowledge. And I don't know about you, but when I get in front of someone that is full of knowledge, I'm like a sponge. I love to absorb
love
it.
Yes.
So we have a full lineup ready. And yeah, we're gonna talk about them. So stay tuned. We'll definitely be in communication with you guys via social media. We have a page that's getting set up right now on social media. So we'll both be sharing that so you guys can follow us.
Yes. And everything will be linked up in the bio from the book club. As we get the times and everything will be on there. So just stay tuned, stay checked in, and yeah.
What's the biz?
And
if you have a business out there that you want to share, please hit us up.
Yes.
We would love to get in your doors. I'm already knocking on doors. So don't be surprised if I come and knock on your door to learn more about your business. But if you know someone that has a business and you want to share, or they would want to share what their business is, let us know.
Yeah.
Send us a DM, or I'm sure we're pretty local, so you guys know who we are and know how to get a hold of us. Yeah, business events, our book club, Monday morning, Empower Hour, business mixers. We're even going to have our merchandise going up soon. So we just want to be the hub for the resources for everyone.
Yes. And community nonprofits out there, we love to work with any and everybody. We the door is open for that too. We just want to build with the community. That's what it's all about.
For sure.
Yes.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, Jay, for real. It's really good.
I do say so too, my cousin.
Yeah. Again, if you
We're
don't know
cousins.
No, but this is honestly an entrepreneur. Jay's an entrepreneur, so he has a lot of light to shine too. Like I said earlier, he's the founder and CEO of Nuclear Vision Media, and there's a lot under that umbrella as well. The 360 photography. I mean, when I share, of course, if you know a guy, that's the best thing. So I always know a guy, but when I talk about media and if anybody needs, photo booth, I'm always like, oh, my cousin, and not only does he have, everybody has, there's a lot of people that have photo booths, but when I talk about my cousin's equipment, he knows his stuff and the picture quality, and that stuff means a lot. It really does when
memories.
Memories. So the equipment he has, it's top notch. So he knows a thing or two about starting from having nothing and to having a business, which is where we're at today. This is the proof of and the hard work of his labor and starting from having really nothing to just a vision. And so he has a lot to share with us too. So I'm definitely inspired by the things that you've done. Yeah, what's the biz?
And also over here, don't let her be all modest and everything. She's what you call an intrapreneur, a shark.
Man.
You know what I mean? Making her way up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? That's just as important, So
entrepreneur, I never even really understood or knew what that term was really until we talked about it.
It was I have to come back with the book I read, but it mentioned that, and I was intrigued by it, and I was like, that makes sense, because it isn't just about being an entrepreneur. We're gonna have a good podcast. We're gonna bring Uncle Stan in, man, and he's a vicious entrepreneur, like vicious. And, and it's just as good, man. When there's a system already set up, and if you can move up that ladder,
right, within your employ. So basically, like, what separates the entrepreneur and the intrapreneur is basically you're employed with someone and you're moving up the ladder. With my business, I've been with my company for 12 years now. And so I started from just, working in a small little office, and I did really move up. And very grateful for the management team and leadership team within my business to believe in me and to actually like, they groomed me in a good way to be where I am within the company. And they this company really focuses on their employees and provides for them the education they need. They'll pay for your schooling and just things like that. So, and they want you. They feed you with all of this information and all of the knowledge that you need, and they'll bring in the speakers to teach you. And then they're like, go out and do what you want to do. Like, if you want to do a podcast, like, we'll help you with that. We'll teach you how to do that. Or, so I think, and then they give you all the tools to do all that. And I guess that's what separates being an entrepreneur, because you do grow up and you do grow within the ladder.
Yeah, exactly. And that is, a good thing. So we're not here to downplay either side. I know there's a lot of downplaying of working jobs and stuff like that. And that's all silly, man. It's all about making it and providing for your family and being happy, man.
That pays the bills.
Being happy. If you're happy, work like my cousin has a great job. That I know she's happy with that job. You know what I mean? So there's like, why would she leave and venture? Like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? They're good to her. They're good. You know what I mean? Yeah. She works good with them, and they're right down her alley. She's great at what she does.
Because I will say, starting a business is not for everyone.
No, it is not.
It is not. It's not for everyone because you can have a dream, and starting a business is like I feel like it's different. There's different avenues. Yeah. It's like. It's really dedication, as you know, because you've walked down that road of starting a business. It's dedication, it's sacrifice, it's going hungry, it's not being able to do certain things when you want to do it. Yeah. It's not having what you need at that time, but figuring out a way to get it and stay focused on your business and your vision. And that is not for everybody.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's not for everyone. I know for me, it would be... I don't think I'm that determined when it comes to, it's hard to be determined. It's hard to stay focused. Right. We have so many distractions. And so for someone that I really, really admire those that do start a business, stick to it, and become successful. Man, I want to be like you when I grow up.
Yeah. They have a saying, and it's, people talk about they want to start a business to have more time. So they leave their 9 to 5 to work from 9 to 10.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the truth of it. There's a lot of hardship that comes with it.
Damn.
I'd say, to, in retrospect, if the correct way to do it would be in your earlier years, when you're not married, when you don't have a family and stuff like that, that would be the right time to do it. Right. But in our culture, sometimes we do things, backwards,
we
what I mean? Just little backwards and stuff. So,
we think we got all the time in the world. And God's like, you better, like, the audacity of you. I gave you this talent, I gave you these gifts, and so, sometimes in our culture, sometimes we're a little late for things, late to parties, late to work, and so I showed up a little bit late in this aspect, but the funny thing is that I was kind of I've always had that spirit in me, but it was forced on me from an event and stuff like that. So therefore I had no other option. So I had to do it, But you're here now.
Yeah, we here.
And this has to be like just a moment. Like take it in. Right. You're always right on time with that.
Yeah.
But so anyway, y'all, I hope y'all are excited because we're excited. We love our community. And I was thinking, like, on my drive today, I was working my job and I was thinking, like, man, I never thought that I would actually love the place that I live. Like, I've always wanted, because there's a big world out there. And I've, just a little bit, my background, my mom had us everywhere. We lived a lot of places. So did you, Jay. Like, you've come from the South, like the dirty South, Miami, Florida.
Y'all came to live out there too.
Yeah, so we were out there. So I never thought that, like, man, this little town, Tulare, would be a place that I actually love being. Like, I love being home. I love the community. And I never really thought that because I'm like, we have a lot going on in Tulare and that we don't talk about. Like, we breed athletes, number one.
Yeah, right.
We have a lot of athletes in this area that have come out. And number two, we obviously are the hub and we have the biggest agriculture center here in the world, which is coming up soon, the Ag Show. And it's just, people like talk really, I mean, obviously it's been there's been a lot of bad things talked about in Tulare, but I'm like, as I get older, I'm like, you know what? We actually have a good thing going here in Tulare and we're right in the middle of California, like dead smack in the middle. We're 2.5, I mean, depending on how fast you drive, you can get to LA in 2 hours and 45 minutes. I can't. But anyway, or you can get to the Bay Area in like 3.5 hours. So we're right dead smack in the middle. Yeah. And I just feel like, man, Tulare, I know we're on the map, but if nothing else, we gonna stay on the map.
Yeah.
We're going to stay on the map for sure.
For sure.
It's a beautiful community. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing,
I just feel like we get a bad rap sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just miscommunication, guys. Yeah. We all want the same thing, you know what I mean? We all want the same thing. We talk to people from all different walks of life, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing about our family is we're well-versed, you know what I mean? Well-rounded and stuff, so, and we all want the same thing, at the end of the day. So we're going to have some interesting conversations from peoples of all walks of life, and you'll see exactly what I'm saying with that, that we all want the same thing, and we're going to make this thing happen. We're going to bridge these gaps. We're going to get these resources out there. So if you really want it and you really want to do something, this is the place that you'll be able to learn about all that. And there's no excuse, man. We're in 2023. You have any and everything you want on these things right here.
Yes.
There is
Those nice phones.
No excuse. I think we need to have a class how to utilize your cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
For good. I think we need to put together something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? How to change your whole mind frame with your phone, And
you know what too, like in that aspect, like I always say, like, you don't, and this is no shade to people that go to school or pay for education. I mean, you went to college. I didn't go to college. Like I mean, I went and then I didn't go. And then I went and then I didn't go. So I never finished. But you can, if you really want to educate yourself, you just get you some good books and pick up your phone, and you can learn a trade, or you can learn whatever you want to learn. I mean, we are in the best times right now.
Best time, man.
To learn whatever it is you want to learn, to inspire yourself. I mean, it's at our fingertips.
Right. This is the greatest time
ever.
To
be alive.
We're old enough to remember when we wanted to do things and there was resources, but it was like the library. Go to the library.
Go to the library.
Like, what do I read in the library? Just something. Just go.
Or where do I go? Where do I even start in the library once I get there?
That's what I mean. There was no, and our parents didn't know it. They didn't know of the right resources to give us in that aspect and stuff like that. And not to blame,
Right.
But
we're in a different time now.
We're in a different time.
Things are at our fingertips.
Oh man, so much opportunity. It makes me so excited. Like,
it does.
Just how much is out there, the information that's out there, and how you can do it if you can focus in on what you want to do and really take it serious,
right?
And build, and you can build something.
Yeah,
you can really build something nowadays.
But if you need help starting, this is the place to start. So tune in. Get in contact with us if you need any type of resources. Like I said, we're going to be knocking on doors just to get walkthroughs. I mean, we want to learn about your business. Yeah. When I tell you, I've talked to my pelvic floor therapist. She's excited to be a guest. Just a few people. Confused Muscles, Eric Smalls, he's excited to be a guest to talk about health and fitness and his journey, celebrity, personal trainer, and how he got to where he is. And so, I mean, we've got some pretty good people on the lineup that are going to come and talk to us, provide some resources, and, I mean, just share some knowledge.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yes. High five.
All right, high five. All right, cuzzo. Love you, cuz.
Love you too.
Insert hug.